Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Hey, y'all, this live will stay up. I haven't been live in a good minute. So, give me a second here. How are you, Missy? Thank you for being here and watching. Can you hear me, Missy? Hey, Lazon, how are you? Hi, Dana, how are you? Goslin, why do you put that hand sign, Goslin? This is Jolisa Fuentes. I'm gonna start with that. Um, I don't think I've spoken directly about Jolisa, but I'm going to speak on Jolisa, Kylie, and the couple that went missing that was attending Hot August nights. Yes, Lazon, it has been a little bit. Yes, spreading peace. I hear you. It has been a little bit stressful on YouTube lately, hasn't it? It's been a little bit tense, you know. Oh, yeah. YouTube has been a little bit tense, which is good. Yes, I'm good. I finished the school year. So I thought I was going to be able to get back into YouTube and dive in, but um I haven't really taken some time for myself, and I'm human. I needed some me time and to regroup and actually, yeah, and just to kind of step back and kind of watch like my actions, and then everything else, and then just try to be better, try to be a better person. We're all just trying to be better people, I feel like. And yeah, so just letting you know, I absolutely take yes, I Dana, yes, taking care of yourself is vital. But also coming to YouTube with information over anything. Yes. Yeah, I finished school for the semester, so I'm on summer break. I went home and took care of my parents for a couple of days. Yeah, Dana. Absolutely, your words, I could have not said them better, Dana. Just kind of take some days, and sometimes you have to do that, and that's okay. That's okay. Goslin says, I've been working on my shed where there's no reception. That's really good, Goslin. That is really good. Um, but it's 2 a.m. my time, so this is very comfortable for me. 7 of us here hanging out. I feel very safe doing this. I'm gonna be talking about Jolisa, Kylie, and the couple, kind of like tracing through their like what they were doing in California. We're going to talk about Highway 80 a little bit. So, this live, I'm going to give you some information and we're going to talk about it and really just kind of connect back with my friends. So, if you're here for that, if you're here to discuss, you are more than welcome to. Everyone is welcome. If you have good intentions to be here, you are welcome. I don't care where you hang out. I want my channel to be just a place where we could talk about this kind of stuff. I don't care about anything else. I really don't. It's exhausting mentally. So, this is our safe place, my safe place, and I will make it safe for you and everybody. So, that's it. So, if you're here for that, cool, let's talk. And thank you for being here. I'm going to start with Jolisa, where we go and how we go. Actually, you guys are going to be in charge of that. I'm just going to give you guys information. We'll talk, and then let's see what happens. And this is my favorite part of YouTube is the collaboration. Honestly, it's great. Okay, long intro over. We've been live how long? 5 minutes? Okay, let's move on. Blazin, you got this good vibes. The good vibes are mutual. All of us got to be doing this together. We're here together, okay? Let's see. Dana says, I've got the most beautiful yard blooming with so many different vibrant flowers, mostly lilies, different kinds. That's awesome, Dana. I think your profile picture is that flowers. Are those purple? They're beautiful. That's awesome. Growing flowers it's like raising children without, well, it's like raising, you have to watch them every day, water them, check their leaves. Um, it's a full-time job. That's why I tried growing peppers because it's easy, and like aloe vera because you don't need to water those that much. All right. So let's get into it. But I just miss going live. I miss you guys. You know? Yeah, it's a lot of work. Bear of Love, how are you? I haven't seen you for a second. Liaison, I'm trying to accept your comment, but it's not letting me. Oh, there we go. You got a ton of, dude, aloe grow freaking crazy. Liaison says, I don't think plants like me. Why not? You're crazy. Okay. You guys are aware, you guys are familiar with Jolisa Fuentes. I was thinking about Jolisa Fuentes the other day, and I usually think about Jolisa Fuentes when I think about Kylie Rodney, due to the fact that they went missing around the same time. Okay, here we go. Well, let's see. It was August 8th. So you have Kylie and the couple August 6th, and then Jolisa August 8th. You have three back, so it's back to back. Jolisa, I believe Kylie was first, and then the Reno couple, and then Jolisa. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, actually, on the night, okay, yeah, so August 6th is when Jolisa attended a family gathering and went home in the overnight hours to grab some belongings, said Selma Police Chief Rudy. She stopped at a local convenience store and was seen on surveillance video making a purchase and leaving the location in her car. In her 2011 silver Hyundai sedan. Hyundai sedan. What does the sedan look like? Just curious here. 2011 Hyundai. I'm just going to share my entire screen. That way I don't have to go back and forth. I don't feel you on the yard work. Hey Ara, hi chat. I'm still a little bit sleepy. Hi Champagne Girl, how are you? We love you too. All good vibes. Thanks. You're well. Yes, Bear Love. You're so nice. Working in my yard helped me get rid of most of my Lyme disease symptoms. Really, Dana? Okay, so I was writing that all foul play. Why do you think all foul play? Lyme is tough. I watched my friend go through that. I'm so sorry, Goslin. Just order no more car. Yes. Okay. So so Jolisa. So it was Kylie, Jolisa, then the couple. Right. So I'm looking for that Hyundai sedan. I might have misspelled it, so that's fine. But a silver one. Okay. So it looks like that was her car. Yeah. Okay. Attended a family gathering, went home in the overnight hours, grabbed some belongings. To this point, there's nothing overtly that leads us to believe that a criminal act has occurred. However, Ms. Fuentes has been gone a long time, and this is not normal behavior. So, okay, so before we, yeah, they do. They all died. So this is the other thing for me. Are you guys able to, oh, you're not seeing my entire screen. Sorry. Let me just share my whole ass screen. There we go. Let me do that. Okay. So what I was reading, so you guys are going to be hanging out with me, reading with me, okay? If you guys are okay with that. And I might miss the chat slightly, but I will do my best. Okay, so to this point, there's nothing overtly that leads us to believe that a criminal act has occurred. However, Ms. Fuentes has been gone a long time, and this is not normal behavior. I feel like if it was 1980, 1975, if you guys know at the top of your head when cell phones were actually invented, or actually were used by the everyday person, let me know what year that is. But at some point, I believe that after like this happened in 2022, okay? You either have a basically a phone on your wrist, you have a phone on your person, your car has some sort of something. You can't just disappear and nobody know what happened to you in 2022, if that makes sense. Hey, Miss Shan, how are you? Thank you for being here. Like, what was the year when everybody had a cell phone on their person? It was easy. It was accessible for everybody. I mean, I I am in my 30s. I'm not going to give you exact time, age, but either way, I'm old. I'm in my 30s. Um, I got my cell phone my senior year of high school. Well, I was like 2000, mid to 20. Never mind. I'm done with the numbers because I'm not even doing anything positive with that. Um, Dana says, "Oh, you're talking about the fire. I have learned that this." And by the way, I'm not. Oh, I need to unpin this comment. I'm gonna do less pinning of comments because I'm sharing my entire screen, and then you're gonna see me go back and forth, and that's gonna annoy the crap out of me. So I'm not even gonna do it. I'm old on the inside. 1990. Okay, 1990. It's 2022. At this point, if you can't get okay for you people with children, if you can't get a hold of your child for like a night, if I were a parent, I would assume something really bad happened because I'm either going to have their location, I'm going to have them call me, I'm going to call them. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way you can just disappear at this point. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. So I think maybe law enforcement needs to kind of catch up with the times because a lot of the people that are sheriffs, deputies, they lived in a time where if you didn't hear from someone overnight, it wasn't necessarily a bad thing. But we live in 2023 now. So not hearing from your child for 2 to 3 hours actually should alarm you because things happen quicker nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Dana, exactly. So I think this is one of the issues with law enforcement and the youth today. You are so far like separated. The people that are in charge, like as I said, sheriffs, deputies, they're living in a time in their head where not hearing from somebody for a whole day is not no cause for concern. But in these days, in these years, if you don't hear from your child for 2 to 3 hours, you have your portable chargers now, which I believe, I forgot what channel it was, pointed out that there were portable chargers at this party, at Kylie's party, is what I'm saying. So you understand what I'm saying? Because in this article, which is about Jolisa Fuentes, here it says on the night of August 6th, Fuentes attended a party gathering and went home in the overnight hours to grab some belongings. So if she's attending a family gathering and she's Hispanic, mind you, yes, I'm going to racially profile right now a little bit because I am Hispanic. If I tell my family, my tíos, my tías, my abuelas, my primos, my primas, mis whoever that they're going to tell me, mándame un mensaje cuando llegas. Text me when you get home. Pues make sure, mándame un mensaje, llámame, dile a tu papá, or they always want to make sure that you get home. Okay? So if she's attending a family gathering and no one made sure that she got home, that is weird to me in my mind, knowing what it is like in these types of families. And if you think I'm, again, racial profiling, yes, I am. If you listen to their families, they speak the same way that I do. Hey, Dana, how are you? Okay. She stopped at the local convenience store and was seen on surveillance video. Now, why I was, again, thinking about this. No, I'm not going to get that one. Oh, that's something else I'm going to show you. You guys are going to freak out. Look, I've been doing a little bit of research, so excuse me. By the way, look at the car when it was found. Isn't it interesting too, though? Like, this is about Jolisa. It was a single car accident. Alcaraz said. Officials said no foul play suspected. Okay. The coroner's office must confirm the identity of the remains. Fresno County Sheriff Margaret Mims said there's little doubt that we have found her. Again, interesting to me how they speak on this, but then you're talking about Truckee, and I understand there's two different police counties and stations and people in charge. Please don't come with me that, oh, well, they're not the same people. Yes, I understand. But the wording is always so interesting to me. There's little doubt that we have found her. This police, Selma police say this when they found Kylie. What was it? It was, well, we're not sure it's her. We haven't confirmed the identity. Just take note of how they approach this. Yes, I will do that. Okay. So we're going to watch a little bit of Jolisa's father speaking. Can you hear the audio on this? Yes or no? Yes or no? No? Okay, that's fine. I will share a specific screen. Let me know if you can hear it now.
Kept his promise to the father of missing 22-year-old Jolisa Fuentes.
When this first happened with my daughter, I talked to Chief Alcrez. I told him, man to man, I'm talking to you. You have a daughter.
Can you hear that? Okay. Okay. So this is Jolisa Fuentes' father. Just some things to note as well, because if you're someone that follows true crime, yes, follows. If you know someone that follows, sorry, I can't speak. I apologize. If you're someone that follows true crime, just like if you're an investigator, an officer, an interrogator, after a while, if you listen to interrogators speak, interviewers, they're going to begin to tell you the same. They're going to begin to, if you ask them, they will describe how people speak and how you can already tell if someone's lying or if something's BS, or if they think someone is authentic, if they believe someone is not being authentic. I mean, people in the profession that again, make a living of interviewing, interrogating, investigating crimes in general, but let's keep it to missing people. They are going to pick up on mannerisms. They're going to pick up on patterns, from people, especially after the case has been solved, etc. Right? So that doesn't come from college. That comes from field experience, right? So I do want to give myself and people that spend a lot of time listening to interviews just from the internet or whatever, I want to give them some credit that they will also at some point pick up the same mannerisms, patterns, body language, just because that comes from experience, not from a book, right? So I went on a little ramble there. I apologize, but I want you to compare, if anything, this father to other fathers of missing people. Like, think about Don Wells. Think about Summer Wells' father. Think about what's his name? I cannot think of his name at the top of my head every time. But similar case to Chris Watts, Scott Peterson. Think about Chris Watts. Think about just these big cases. Think about the Ramsey parents. Right? Hey, Fred, how are you? So anyway, I want to watch this interview.
Do you have children? He told me, yes, I do, Joey. I go, I want you to go after my daughter like she's your daughter, Chief.
That promise is what brought him to the area of Maxon and Trimmer Springs Road on Monday afternoon. A section of narrow turns, non-existent shoulders, and steep cliffs overlooking Pine Flat Lake. It's an area
Now, let me ask you guys, do you think it is possible, because she was able to get through most of these ins and outs, do you think that maybe there was a car that hit her and it rolled down and that car just kept going and didn't call 911? Because that's what I think happened here. There was some sort of curve that was happening. Yeah. Miss Shan, if you want to get on panel with me, that would be really cool. It's only 20 of us here. And we could just have a conversation, because I know you have done some research on this, and I'm just getting better versed on the where they were going, or if anybody else feels comfortable on her path. Is it possible that she was hit off of the road, where she was running from someone? I'm not sure, again, what directions.
Pine Flat Lake. It's an area her friends say she visited often, and where investigators say her phone.
It's also so weird to me, the way that these posters are put together, with the great car, $5,000 reward. I don't know. I don't know. Miss Cherry Blossom, if you're willing to come up on panel and kind of help me out with this too, I'm going to go between Jolisa, the missing couple from Reno, and Kylie, talking about all three. So, okay. Keep playing this.
Last pinged the night she went.
Here we go again with the phone ping. I'm done. What did she say about the ping?
Where investigators say her phone last pinged the night she went missing after visiting
my daughter like she's your daughter, Chief.
That promise is what brought him to the area of Maxon and Trimmer Springs Road on Monday afternoon. A section of narrow turns, non-existent shoulders, and steep cliffs overlooking Pine Flat Lake. It's an area her friends say she visited often, and where investigators say her phone last pinged the night.
So her phone last pinged there. Okay? They're saying, no problem, Miss Cherry. The phone last pinged there, right? Listen to what they say. The phone last pinged right there.
Night she went. Her friends say she visited often, and where investigators say her phone last pinged the night she went missing after visiting an AM/PM gas station.
So this is the issue for me is why release footage? Again, Kylie and Jolisa went missing that same day. That's okay, y'all. Have a good night, and thank you for being here. Jolisa and Kylie went missing the same night. Why is it that we get all this footage from Jolisa? Why do they release it like this? You can see her purchasing the stuff, getting into her car. Why? But you know what they left out? They left out her walking to her car. Did you notice that? They only showed her paying, and then they showed her getting into the car, and that's it. Why would they do that? That's true. Why would they cut it out? Well, I guess they don't need to see it, right? Why is this guy all pissed off? And then she like opens the door like really forcefully, if you notice. Right. Yes, Miss Cherry, it was amazing how different it was covered on the same day. AF awake. Oh. But again, look how why do they
Through
show
orchards across the county. But something told Chief Alcarez to drive around the lake one more time.
something told him to drive around the lake one more time? Do you think it's wrong that I have a problem with that statement? He just happened to you know what? Let me go check where the phone last pinged. Glazon, that's awesome.
Chief Alcarez is a very humble man, and he won't say this about himself. He personally found the scene. Being a woman of faith, I think he was divinely channeled to that area.
Mim says once
He was divinely, what was it? So it was God. It was God. Okay.
I think he was divinely channeled to that area.
Mim says once
Yeah, are you going to put that on the police report? When you fill out the police report, are you going to say, we already searched there, but God told me to go back and check? There has to be another reason. And look, I'm not trying to be an asshole. These are the thoughts that go through my mind. That's it. That's all I'm doing. It could actually be he may be channeling God, telling him to go back. That's fine. But yeah, I remember when I heard that he found the scene. I watched it in real time, and I was like, but they already checked, but then he went back. And then and this part of it was weird. I'm gonna listen to that again.
one more time. Chief Alcarez searched the lake, her missing after visiting an AM/PM gas station in Selma. Dive team searched the lake. Her friends and family combed through orchards across the county. But something told Chief Alcarez to drive around the lake one more time.
Chief Alcarez is a very humble man, and he won't say this about himself. He personally found the scene.
How did he find the scene though? Because it had driven off the cliff. So if it had already been missed once with helicopters, how did he find it? I'm sure they said it. I'm just interrupting.
A woman of faith, I think he was divinely channeled to that area.
Mim says once the chief called her office, search and rescue crews were sent immediately. They were propelled hundreds of yards down the cliffside to check to see.
Hundreds of yards? how much is hundreds of yards? How many yards is a football field? 100, right? One football field long is 100. Hundreds. How did he find it? How did God divinely point him to that?
See if the car was really there.
There were some tire tracks that you really can't see until you get out of the car and actually walk and get on. You're actually
Okay, so the chief of police got out of his car at the place where there were tire tracks. Like he knew, like everybody else went searching. Like with Kylie's case, everybody got on a fucking boat and got in the water. Everybody missed it. Hi, Walk-In, how are you? Thank you for being here. Hi, Carly. Hi, thank you for being here. Again, I'm not even going to give you I'm not going to say this is all. I'm just talking about what I'm listening to. There's a connection here, maybe. I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense of this. We're going to talk about this, the couple, and Kylie, if you guys are just coming in.
on top of it. And that's kind of what keyed me off and started to spend more time in that area.
So you're the only one that saw the tire tracks?
And started to spend more time in that area.
This video
Can't see until you get out of the car and actually
to see if the car was really there.
There were some tire tracks that you really can't see until you get out of the car and actually walk and get on. You're actually on top of it. And that's kind of what keyed me off and started to spend more time in that area.
This video from our camera shows the moment crews recovered her car from the bottom of the cliff. Drone video from the sheriff.
Oh, yeah. Look how they lifted it. Guys, look how they lifted it. Look how they showed you. They showed you everything. They just aired this. There's no tarp anywhere. Did they go, before they lifted the car, did they go put in all these sheets in there so you couldn't see inside? I'm well, thank you, Walking Axel. Yes, Cherry Blossom. Yes, you're right. I feel like here there is something more to the police chief just being divinely guided that to find tire tracks at that exact spot where her phone last pinged. Come on, y'all. So what if they can't find? It seems like they can't find you by a phone ping. So what? Why does that technology even exist? Because they went and looked for her last phone pic. Oh, we don't find her. Kylie's last phone pic. No, we didn't find her. The couple's last phone ping. Oh, we didn't find them. Yes, Dana, I do think so too. The damage makes no sense. Where were her remains found ejected from car? Right. No, I think that's all. That's the seat.
Cliff. Drone video from the sheriff's office shows how hidden the car was and how
If the car was so hidden, how did the police chief find it the second time he went around? How did he figure that out all by himself? I'm well, Tammy. How are you? How did he find that all by himself? Nobody else thinks that's weird? Weeks after he sees tire tracks? Hi, Misguided. That's what I'm wondering, Dana. That's why he's the chief, says Walking Axel. I guess. Tammy, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Tammy. I hope you're having a good birthday.
from the sheriff's office shows how hidden the car was and how crews were able to miss it for 2 months. And while not the
Sorry, she was missing for 2 months. And then 2 months later, the sheriff was still able to see tire tracks. Wow. Jolisa must have been the last person that drove through there. I can't mute it because I'm just sharing. So sorry.
Ending her family had hoped for. They're thankful she can finally be brought home.
Thank God, he's my hero. He is my hero.
The Highway Patrol is still investigating the cause of the crash itself, but the police chief says it's possible she was tired, lost control of the car, or fell asleep.
See, the question, if you think about the pattern, the question is never, and it's never given, the answer is never given to us, is how this happened. We're just told they're found in their past. Because we have, or I could be wrong, has anyone here heard an update? Because I have not been following Jolisa's case very closely. Very at the very beginning, I was, when it was happening, but I have not since then. So, have we been given? Was there a toxicology report for Jolisa? Do we have anything? Because here they're saying that they don't know how this happened. Again, I wonder if it wasn't there at first, like poor Kylie's. That's what I think as well. But again, I don't want to speculate too much, but just give out the facts and just I'll give you questions, right? So, but what is interesting to me is how we're given, and why are we given even the security? We're given actual video.
Jolisa Fuentes.
When this first happened,
Missing 20 police chief.
We're given video of her buying stuff and then driving away. Why is it that Kylie's video has not been released of her at least walking 3 seconds? I understand if they don't want to show the whole video of her walking in to the store, roaming around the store, paying for whatever she went there for, because Kylie had to go to the store for something. And in the picture that we're given, that is supposed to be Kylie, nothing is in her hands. So she wasn't buying anything. Her hands are empty. So she wasn't buying anything. So she must have just arrived. And so she arrived at 6:08. How long was she at this store? Does that make sense, what I'm saying? So we're given all that information. I understand they're different countings. Have a good night, Michelle. All right.
Rudy Alcaraz kept his promise to the father of missing 22-year-old Jolisa Fuentes.
When this first happened with my daughter, I talked to Chief Alcaraz. I told him man to man, I'm talking to you. You have a daughter, you have children. He told me, yes, I do, Joey. I go, I want you to go after my daughter like she's your daughter, Chief.
That promise is what brought him to.
So after the father spoke to the police chief, then he went back and, by the grace of God, found Jolisa. So what is the difference between Jolisa and Kylie's case? Why is it that we're giving video for Jolisa but not Kylie? I told you, and not Kylie. Did you guys, if you're following the Gabby Petito case, did we not just get a video of Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie walking all the way into a supermarket, like just months ago? You know, after she's been gone for years now. We just celebrated her anniversary. Actually, it's coming up again. And where there's surveillance video of her coming out with her and Brian parking, going into the supermarket, walking around the supermarket, leaving the supermarket. And that came out years later. Does that mean that we may get the Kylie video, but it's going to take after the year mark, after her death? So that, like, is there some sort of, like, statute where you can't, I mean, I don't know. Yes, Billy. Hi, Billy. Jolisa had a family that cared. And I'm not showing the comments up here because I'm sharing my entire screen, and then I would have to go back to StreamYard and just to like tag a comment up. So I'm not gonna do that. You guys are making good points in the chat. Again, just things I'm bringing to you. Okay. So, where was I going with this? So again, so for Jolisa, we're at, and again, this is all Highway 80. She's from Selma. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm trying to connect all of these together. And I'm doing it. I'm gonna show you that later. That one's bad, y'all. You don't even know. That was real bad. Oh, Pine Flat. That's right. Pine Flat. So yes. So she's from here. She was found here around this area, on like going into this lake. Hey, Murders Minds True Crime Channel. How are you? It seems really out of the way. Again, I think it's interesting how the chief found her. Okay. No, I don't. I'm not saying they're all connected. I'm asking questions because these are 3 cases that happened back to back to back, and I'm comparing because they're from the same area ish. I'm wondering why things were handled one way or the other. So just something to think about. All right. I was looking at that. I'm trying to look for the couple here. I was looking up like Pine Flat. I was looking up all this stuff. Let's see. I'm gonna stop sharing this. Yeah, they are, Dana. Talk about community, right, Dana? Hispanic, Mexican Americans were pretty tight. Let's see. What is this? What is going on? Okay, I'm going to share this with you. This because I'm trying to look for the missing couple to give you, again, not very well planned, this live. Can you guys hear this audio?
NBC's Stephen Romo has the story, and we want to warn you, some of the images in this are graphic.
Can you guys hear that? Let me know if you could hear that or no.
She and her boyfriend have been spotted on surveillance cameras. We have those latest images.
Okay, you can hear it. Good. This is from May the 30th. The couple from Reno car that same weekend. Yes, Billy. But as I was searching for that, Billy, this popped up for me. So now I'm going to share it with you guys. This is what I do. This is from May the 30th, 2023. And it says, a couple reported missing amid a cross-country road trip was spotted on surveillance camera at a kiosk in California, but authorities still have not been able to connect with them. Interesting. So this is like off topic of what this live was supposed to be about, but we're gonna do that. Okay, Walking Axel, remind me in a little bit.
There's a search for a missing mother from Tennessee. She and her boyfriend have been spotted on surveillance cameras. We have those latest images and the message from her family for the.
Okay, so this, I haven't even seen the whole thing. The couple has been missing. This is from May the 30th. And they have already all these images from surveillance cameras. How come with Kylie, they have one image? Okay.
public. NBC's Stephen Romo has the story, and we want to warn you, some of the images in this are graphic.
What's going on?
Tonight, new developments in the case of missing 33-year-old Nikki Alcaraz and her boyfriend, who has not been named as an official suspect or person of interest and is still nowhere to be found. The couple spotted on surveillance camera selling Alcaraz's phone at a kiosk in California over the weekend after being missing for 3 weeks, according to the Redding Police Department. And new body camera footage from an incident earlier this month before she went missing. On May 8th, the Moriarty Police Department in New Mexico says a license plate reader got a read on Nikki's Jeep in Flagstaff, Arizona. Her brother adding that day was the last time her family heard from her.
Nobody's been able to reach her. Her phone's been off.
Alcaraz's family fearing the worst after her road trip with her boyfriend allegedly went south.
Okay, so if we learn anything from Gabby Petito, don't go on a road trip with your boyfriend. Don't do it. Unless you have at least like 5 years plus. So they know how annoying you are, and you know how annoying they are. And everyone's gonna come back together. If that makes sense. Cherry says, you are right. Selma and I drive all those roads every week. They all connect. Seems far on maps, but with interstates, many of us around here drive is connecting interstates and go to these places. That's very interesting, Cherry. That's crazy. Let's see. There we go. Let's see if I can do that one. There we go. Yep. Yeah. Oh, they were together over for 5 years? Well, I don't know what to tell you then. I don't know. I guess you can't tell with people nowadays.
By Truckee, senior correspondent Laura Engel is tracking the very latest developments.
Let me know if you cannot hear this video
for us tonight. Good evening, Laura.
Shannon, as the desperate search for 16-year-old Kylie Rodney enters its second week, the reward for information leading to her whereabouts has climbed to $75,000, while the focus of the search has shifted. Those closest to the missing teen are hoping that continued efforts to find her will stay front and center until they can hear her voice once again.
I don't know how I'm doing. I'm not sure. Every day is been a roller coaster.
Rodney vanished after leaving a party where between 200 and 300 teens and young adults were hanging out at the Prosser Family Campground in Tahoe National Forest. Her last conversation was with her mother before she left the party around 11:30 p.m. The last time her phone pinged was at around 12:33 a.m.
I asked her to...
I know we've already seen this, but I'm hoping that this is going to go into the missing couple, because this is the missing couple's actual article.
Wake me up when she got in. That was always kind of, like what we did. And she said, okay, Mom, I love you.
A rep with the Placer County Sheriff's Office tells Fox, after going through the rough and rugged terrain, they've halted the active physical search unless a new lead comes up.
We will be modifying things to a task force style. That means our resources will continue to move forward, but in somewhat of a different manner.
What does that mean? Our resources will continue to move forward, but in a different manner.
Investigators releasing a picture of Rodney.
See, because here, let's say this is Kylie. I know many of you don't think it is, and that's fine. I don't have an issue with that because I can't prove you're right, and you can't prove I'm right either. However, I'm just going to take it as it is. I'm going to take it for what it's worth. There's nothing in her hand right now. So whoever needed to go to the store in this instance, I don't think Kylie was buying anything. I believe she was there with somebody else that was buying something. Do you know what I mean? That's a theory that I've kind of come up with, but it's just a theory, so don't quote me on that. But you know what I'm saying.
at a store in Truckee taken the night of the party, along with 2 photos, a white hooded sweatshirt Rodni was wearing when she left the party and another black one she was in possession of that night. And there are 2 other missing people who vanished in the area.
That one also is weird. The word vanished also gets me, but we're not going to talk about that right now.
The same weekend. 29-year-old Jeanette Panoa and 36-year-old Juan Zavala. Authorities have said they don't think the cases are connected. On the Rodni search, the Placer County Sheriff's Office.
So this whole thing is about Kylie, but New York Post says couple who went missing.
Has not released any videos of the party received from those in attendance.
Okay, so this lady right now from Fox News is saying that they're not releasing any of the video. Okay, cool.
The Sheriff's Office has not released any videos of the party received from those in attendance. They are asking for anyone with additional footage or pictures of that night to come forward.
Did they not release video because they wanted to get more people to submit? What could that be an explanation for not releasing any of the video? Because they don't want to scare away any potential videos they're going to receive in the future of this party. Think about this, guys. Hold on. I just had like a epiphany, maybe. Is the reason that they have not released any videos or images from this party because it could be under investigation under a different agency? Not under the local agency, because local already shut it as accident, no foul play. However, if there is another agency superseding the local police department, is it possible that they cannot release? Things have not been released because they are still being reviewed by a higher agency. I'm just wondering, because if you think about it, Jolisa, we have video footage. The couple, I'm not sure. That's why I'm doing the research right now, because I don't want to tell you that there is or isn't. But could that be a reason why they're not releasing it? And it's still to this day cannot be released, because the only time that you can't release stuff to the public is because it's going to be used in the future. And you cannot, you know what I mean? And if there's going to be a trial or something of some sort, you can't let it out there. When it came to Chris Watts' case, the interviews and stuff came out later, but after the case was closed. So wouldn't that make sense? Sit and think about that for a second. Nothing has been released of this party, video, audio, cell phone information, even a CHP report. Is that because it is still being looked over by a different agency? You have to remember, at least my memory may not serve me well at this moment. It is late, 3 a.m, almost. 18 different agencies, 19. Think about how many agencies had to file some sort of report. 18 different agencies all have to file a report. We only have a coroner's report. Nothing else. There is no. Now, does that mean that we're entitled to it? No. However, there have been 2 YouTube channels. I believe it was at least Plunder. I'm not sure if Harsh Reality did so, but they did request a CHP report, and they denied it. It is already May of 2023. So I just want you to think about that and the timing. Hey, Jenny Pooh, how are you? I love you. Oh my goodness. Thank you, commercial. Never mind.
Yuba City Police.
If I play a video, please let me know if you cannot hear it. Yes, this live will stay up, and I'm going to do better about that. I apologize for doing that, for keeping stuff down, but, you know, it's just That's what it is.
They're still asking for help finding 2 people who may have gone missing after attending Hot August nights. Police are still looking for 36-year-old Juan Almanza Zavala and 29-year-old Jeanette Pantoja. Officers say the two told family they were going to Reno on August 7th with plans to then return that night. But police say they never did and haven't been seen since. Their cell phones last pinged in Nevada County.
Now you have to remember that Kylie was also planning to attend Hot August night. There are people that have the theory that she actually attended and never made it back, which would be plausible considering the fact that this couple actually went and didn't make it back.
Well, they were.
So let's go into crazy theory here, and I hope everyone's okay with it. If you're not, then do whatever you want. You're an adult. But what if Kylie was going to a Hot August nights and a crash happened on the way back? Maybe what if she did go with her mom and something happened on the way back? That's why there are no pictures of her at the party that we have seen. What if Hot August nights has something to do with this? Is it just something to consider? I don't know if I believe that yet because I haven't done research on the couple yet. You know. This is something that I'm going to do slowly. I'm going to do research on this. This was kind of like a test drive to see if it makes sense, I guess, in my head. But anyway, I've been live for almost an hour, so I'm just going to keep it. I'm going to keep it, short. So if you would like me to do more research on all these 3 cases together, I didn't even get to the other stuff. Check out my community post of a California couple that causes crashes on Highway 80 and makes a YouTube on them. Check out my community post. I'm going to post something there. And if you would like me to do more research on all these cases together, just leave me a comment after I post a video. I would really appreciate it. And thank you guys for being here. Dana, Jenny Pooh, Billing, Bear of Love. It is really cool that we can have a place where no mods are needed. Like we're just hanging out. No one gets timed out. Like if you're here and if you're somewhere to just have a conversation about like real stuff. It's just thank you guys for being, again, my favorite place on the internet. I will do that, Cherry Blossom. Can you comment that under this video to make sure I don't forget? Your chopped liver? What do you mean chopped liver? I love you, Goslin. Hold on. I'm trying to go back, Goslin. You know I love you. Misguided, Miss Tammy, happy birthday. Cherry Blossom. Dana, I think I said Carly. And Miss Shan and Tammy again. Lazon, Dana, Lazon. I think I said Lazon's name like 10 times at this point, but that's okay. If I missed anybody, tell me right now in the chat. I love you guys so much. Yes, please, if there's anything you need after I publish this, go ahead and type it underneath. Check out the community post. I'm gonna share with you guys. It's gonna blow your mind. Okay, it's just gonna blow your mind. Yes, this is a great chat community. Carly Ray, it's the best. All right, I'm gonna end the live. It's gonna stay up. Thank you for hanging out with me for an hour. Fred, you are not chopped liver. You know some people like liver though, so don't say that either. Fred, you've been a long-time supporter of this channel, and I appreciate you very much. You believed in me a long time ago, and you still do. Bear of Love, goodbye. All right, y'all. I'll see you soon. I know I forgot trivia night, so I got to make that up this week. Maybe tomorrow. All right, y'all. Thank you for being here. I love y'all very much. Bye, y'all.